iron flow yoga. So grab your light dumbbells, anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds, your water, and let's do some yoga with weights. Tadasana pose, starting at the top of your mat. So just coming to that mountain pose, spreading your feet about hip distance apart, grounding down through the feet, so all four corners from the balls of your feet, down the inner and outer blades to the heels. Let the arms just rest, fingers by the side. Close your eyes here. Leave them open just a little, if that's safer for you. And just start to come into your breath. Connecting to your physical body, noticing the sensations. Drawing the breath in through the nose, and letting it out through the nose. The glutes are tight here in mountain pose, abdominals are drawn in. Standing up nice and tall, but softening the tops of those shoulders. On your next inhaling breath, lift the arms up overhead. Circle the sun, come up onto the balls of the feet, so just lifting the heels. And then exhale, softly lower them down, fingers float down. 2 more just like that. Inhale, lift up, and exhale. Last one. Inhale, and exhale. And then just rolling those shoulders here, lifting the shoulders up to your ears, draw them back and pull them down. Match your movement to your breath. 2 more times, lifting them up, drawing them back and down, and then lifting them up, drawing them forward towards your ears, and letting them fall down. 2 more times. Last one. Taking that left ear and dropping it towards your left shoulder. So just letting that ear come down towards your left shoulder, just a subtle neck stretch on that right side. Chin to chest, and then bringing that right ear over to the right shoulder. Chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder. Chin to chest again to the right. And then one more time in each direction. Chin to chest, left shoulder. Chin to chest, right shoulder. Picking up that right foot just a couple inches off the mat, and find some ankle circles. So just picking a direction, little rolls with the foot, and then switching directions here. And then placing right foot down and finding that on the left side. Just a few circles here. And in the other direction. And then lowering that left foot down, hands clasped behind your back, interlace your fingers. Lift the chest up, and as you exhale, deep bend in the legs, chest to thighs, forward fold, let it go. Let your head be heavy, your arms stretch overhead. Inhale, draw the shoulders back, lengthen the crown of the head forward. You can straighten your legs as much as you feel comfortable, tailbone to the back wall, and then forward fold. Looking over towards that left shoulder, just bringing your arms a little bit to the right. Right shoulder is drawing down towards your feet. Back to center, other side. Left shoulder drawing down towards your feet. Gaze can stay down or look up under that right shoulder. And then drawing back to center. Release your hands down to the mat. Bring them to your shins as you inhale on that halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, root down through the feet with a flat back. Rise up, sweep the arms up and out. Arms overhead, let the left hand come down as you exhale, side body stretch, pressing your hips to the right. Right arm stretches over, pulling that right shoulder back here. Taking 2 more breaths. And then both hands up overhead, inhale. Right arm comes down, hip shift to the left. Left arm stretches up and overhead. Both arms come up, and then exhale, hands through heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. Deep breath in, sweep those arms up, and then exhale, bring them through heart center one more time. Inhale, sweep those arms up, and exhale, draw them through heart center. Taking a couple hip circles here. You can bring your hands to your hips and soften your knees just as much as you need to, but just picking one direction, a couple little circles. Make them as wide as you need to. The wider you go, the more you will have to bend those legs. So just make sure you do it in that other direction. And then coming back to stillness. Inhale as you reach your arms up, shoulder height, palms facing up. Exhale, curl them in. Just bend the arms, bring hands to your shoulders. Inhale, open the elbows up to the side. And then exhale, draw the elbows back towards each other. Inhale, arms reach out, palms up. Exhale, draw them to your shoulders. Inhale as you open. Exhale, back to center. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale as you open. Exhale, back to center. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Sweeping those arms up overhead with a flat back, forward fold, chest to thighs. Let it go. Inhale as you halfway lift. And plant your hands, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Letting the top of the right foot come down and your right knee is on the mat. Making sure the right knee is behind that right hip so it's not directly under as you sweep those arms up. Drawing the left hip back just a touch and the right hip forward. Feeling the stretch here in that right hip flexor, the front of that right thigh. Draw the breath in, and as you exhale, lower the hands down to frame the foot. Sit back, half splits, flexing left toes to the face. Keep length here in your spine as you inhale, crown of the head reaching forward, and exhale, find that forward fold. Bringing right hand just above your right ear to your right temple. Open up on that right side. Shoulder and chest, heart opening to the right. As you exhale, draw elbow toward your foot. Crunch. Inhale as you open it up. Exhale, crunch. 2 more. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, find that crunch. And then the last one. Inhale. And exhale, release right hand down to the mat. Frame that front foot. Bend back into the left leg. Let your right hand plant on the inside. Left arm stretches up. Close twist. Your drishti, your gaze can be down, straight out to the left side of the room, or up towards those left fingers. Draw your right heel into your butt. Maybe you sweep that arm around. Grab a hold of your foot. Press that foot into your hand. Breathe. Slowly releasing right foot if you have it. Left hand's going to take a walk down that right thigh as right arm sweeps up. Slight back bend here. Cartwheeling those hands down. Pick up your dumbbells here. Pressing the arms overhead, biceps next to the ears. With an inhaling breath, lower the dumbbells down behind you. Think 90-degree bend. Squeezing biceps to the side of your head. Exhale, press them up. Inhale as you lower them down. And exhale, press them up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, keep the belly tight. Exhale, left knee right over that ankle. We've got 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Keeping those arms up overhead. Press into the ball of that right foot. Come up for your crescent lunge, high lunge. The back leg is straight. Bring those arms down by your sides and hinge forward from your hips so you're hovering over that left thigh. Keep your abs engaged with straight arms. Bring the dumbbells behind you. Squeeze your back muscles. Slowly let it down. Inhale. Exhale, press it behind. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, press it behind. Slow and steady. You can always come down to that back knee if you need to here. 3 more. Last 2. Squeeze and breathe. Last one, placing those dumbbells down in front of you. Step your right foot forward to meet the left, Uttanasana. Let it go, chest to thighs, forward, forward. Inhale with a flat back, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, root down, flat back. Circle the arms up. Slight back bend here, lifting the heart, lifting the chest, pressing the hips forward. And then exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Take a bend in those knees as much as you need. Inhale as you halfway lift. Plant the hands. Left foot steps back. Top of the left foot to the mat. Left knee lands just behind that hip. Inhale, the arms reach up. Drawing that right hip back. Just a little left hip forward. Feeling that stretch right in the top of that left thigh. Bring your arms to a cactus here. And then reach them right back up. Bring them to a cactus. Breathe. Reach them back up. 2 more times. Last one. Inhale, reach them up, find your half splits. Exhale, framing that right foot, sit it back, flex the toes. Using a block if you need to for your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold, nose towards your shin. Keep a strong flex in that right foot. Bring your left hand to your left temple. Inhale, open up. Exhale, find that oblique crunch. Inhale, open up. Exhale, crunch. 2 more times. Last one, inhale. And exhale, release, left hand down, bend into right foot. Left hand plants on the inside of that right foot, right arm stretches up. Close twist. Being light in those left fingers, so try not to collapse. In that left shoulder, left heel tucks to your left butt cheek. Maybe reach around and grab a hold of that foot. Opening up that shoulder just a touch. If you have a hold of that foot, go ahead and release it. Right hand slides down that left leg as your left arm stretches out. Slide back then, keeping that right knee right over that ankle. So trying not to sink here in the hips. Trying to think about pressing forward and up rather than down. Cartwheeling those arms down, pick up those dumbbells. Staying in that low lunge. Overhead extension, raise those arms up. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Dumbbells can be right next to each other, a little bit of separation. Match your movement to your breath. Two more. Keeping the arms up, press into the ball of that left foot. High lunge. Bring the arms down by your sides. Hover, lean forward. Abs are tight. Draw the breath in. Exhale, release behind. Inhale, draws you in. Exhale, straighten those arms behind you. Squeeze the back muscles. Inhale. And exhale, making sure you're high on the ball of that back foot. And you can drop down to your knee. Nice neutral neck here. Engage the core. We're almost there. Straight back for 3 more. Last one. And then slowly lowering those dumbbells down. Right foot steps back to meet the left this time. Take a vinyasa flow, or you can always meet back and down dog. But inhaling breath finds you that high plank, shoulders over the wrist. Exhale, take you into low chaturanga. Elbows bend about 90 degrees. Inhale takes you into upward facing dog. Tops of the feet press in. Shoulders draw back. And then exhale, rolling over your toes. Down dog. Take a few breaths here. Maybe paddle the feet left to right. Keep the head and neck heavy. And then look to your hands, step or hop to Malasana squat. So landing on the edges of your mat with your feet, toes turned out about 45 degrees. Bring your hands at heart center and just rock side to side here. Picking up your dumbbells here, holding them at your chest. And we lift up just a little and lower down the pulse. Lift and lower, breathe. And you can always put the dumbbells down. You don't have to use them for anything in this flow. Five more pulses. Keep the abs nice and tight, shoulders drawn back for 2. And 1, place those dumbbells down. Lift your hips nice and high. Keep your hands right on those dumbbells and step your feet to the back of the mat. Your hands are going to be a little closer together here. Step your feet back a little wider than you would for your down dog. So feet towards the edges of the mat. Inhale, draw it in. And then exhale, roll the left elbow up by your side. Inhale, we'll place it down. Exhale, other side. So just some alternating plank rows here, keeping the belly nice and tight. Trying to keep the hips nice and still. You can always drop to your knees here. Just keep your knees behind your hips. And breathe. 1 more each side. You can keep your hands on the dumbbells or move them out in front of you. Step your feet back together and then step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Left foot's going to take a walk in. So you're framing left foot. Right foot's going to come down to the mat about a 30 to 45 degree angle for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Bring the arms by your sides with your dumbbells. Engage the core, rise up when you're ready. So the heels can be aligned here, or they can be more hip distance apart. Front knees over that ankle, and you're pressing into the pinky toe on that right foot. Right leg is straight. Draw your breath in, and as you exhale, curl those dumbbells up. Palms face each other. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Breathe. Slow and steady. Two more. Actually, one more. You can get 10 in. I think that was 10. Pouring all the weight into your left foot, come onto the ball of your right. Step the right foot forward for Utkatasana, chair pose. Feet are hip distance apart or right next to each other. Settle those hips down the back like you're sitting in a chair. Keep a nice flat back. Turn those palms out. You should be able to see all your toes here. Lateral curls, draw the breath in. And then exhale, curl them up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Lower. Raise. Lower. Raise. Sink a little lower in your chair because you can. Draw the belly in. Two more. And then bring in those dumbbells to meet at heart center. Draw the breath in, and as you exhale, sweep that right leg out to the side, straighten your left, and let those arms come out for lateral raise. Inhale, draws you back in. Exhale, pop it up. Kick that left leg out. Test in our balance here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And just bringing those arms right up out to the side, shoulder level. Two more each way. One more each way. Last one. And then slowly straighten those legs, bring arms to your side. Tadasana, mountain pose with the dumbbells. Breathe, let it go. Maybe pedal those feet just a little bit, lift those heels off the mat, wiggle it out. And then slowly with a forward fold, flat back, lowering those dumbbells to the earth. Plant your hands, step or hop to your plank pose. If you hop, land in low plank. On that exhale, your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, thighs off the floor. And exhale, roll over those toes, downward facing dog. Bend into those legs. Take a couple little hops here. So just pushing the hips back towards your heels. And then hop. Slowly lower. Bend the legs. Hop. Just think about kicking your heels up to your butt here. Hop. Little bunny hops. Two more. Last one. And we all drop to the knees. Tabletop position. Turning your fingers out just a little bit. If you need support for the wrists, and you can rock a little bit here, side to side, taking a couple cat-cows. So finding however you want to turn your fingers, it can be forward, backwards. Make sure they're underneath your shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, as you draw the shoulders back, press the chest forward, tailbone will rise as you feel a little arch in your back. And then exhale, round and tuck, chin to chest, jaw navel to spine. Inhale, your pace. Your breath, taking 3 more rounds. 2 more times. Last one. And then pressing into your hands. Pressing into the balls of your feet, lifting your knees about 1 inch off the mat, crouching tighter. So the feet are close together here. And then step that left foot off the edge of your mat. Step it back in. Right foot steps off. Steps back in. Make sure those knees are hovering. Step it off. Bring it back in. Keep alternating, rounding in that upper back. Pressing the mat away. Two more each way. One more each. Drop to your knees, child's pose. Keep the big toes together. You can spread the legs wide here, or you can keep the knees together. Walk your hands forward. Settle your forehead down. Settle the hips down to your heels. Take a couple restorative breaths here just to rejuvenate. Come back to where you are. Get a sip of water. And then walking your hands back in, coming to that tabletop. Lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Bending the legs, hopping or walking to Malasana squats. Taking a Malasana walk here, keeping your hands at heart center. We travel down to the back of our mat. So just slow those steps. Maybe taking 6 steps to get to the back of your mat. Staying in that squat, knees right over the ankles. And then take those same steps and come back. And one more time, walk. And bring it back forward. Hands to the mat. Use your dumbbells. Place them right underneath your hands. Step your feet back in plank pose. Twist and reach here. So turning your hands so the palms are facing towards you. So you want an overhand grip here with your hands right on top of those dumbbells. Alternating side plank twist and reach. Roll onto the reach. Roll onto the outer blade of your left foot. Right foot stacks, or the right foot can come down about halfway up your mat. Right arm reaches up, just above that left shoulder. So right shoulder stacking, bringing that hand back down. High plank, rolling onto the outer blade of the right foot. So if your feet stack, you would just have that left foot right on top of the right. Slow and steady, breathe. Let your movements be controlled. 2 more each way. And then slowly lowering those hands back down. Stepping your right foot to the outside of your right hand. And then let your right foot come in to frame that foot. Preparing for Virabhadrasana 1, right side. So heels can be aligned or hip distance. Right knee over right ankle, and the left toes are turned at about 30 to 45 degree angle. Rise up, arms by your side. Pressing into that pinky toe, that outer blade of that back foot. Draw the belly in. Inhale, breath, and then exhale, hammer curls. Curling those dumbbells up. Nice neutral grip here. Palms are facing each other. Keep that right knee right over the ankle. Slowly lowering down, coming high on the ball of that left foot. Step to chair pose, Uttanasana. Bending in. Bringing those hands at heart center here. Lateral raises. So just keeping those arms bent 90 degrees. Open them up to the side. Finding that 90 degrees still. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift them up. So you're still finding that 90 degrees as you come down. Hands in line with elbows. Elbows in line with shoulders. Keep the weight in the back of the foot. Breathe. Draw that belly in, nice flat back. Two more. And then slowly bring your arms down by your side. Straighten those legs for just a moment. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to go right back to that chair pose. Arms overhead for our pull downs this time. So lowering down in, pressing those arms up overhead. Inhaling breath, draw them down, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, exhale. Press and pull. So really squeeze those shoulder blades on the way down. Keep your neck nice and neutral so don't strain your gaze. One more. And then slowly lower those dumbbells to the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold, let it go. Chest to thighs, inhale on that halfway lift, lengthen the crown of the head forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold, optional flow here. You can always skip your vinyasa and come right to that downward facing dog. We all meet there. 3 breaths. And then finding little bunny hops here. So walking that left foot in just a little bit, about halfway towards your hands. The right leg is going to be your guide. It's going to lift up high. And then just hopping, lifting that left foot off the mat. Maybe you kick left heel into your butt. Trying to keep those arms nice and straight. One more on this side. Last one. And then slowly lowering down. Tabletop position. Extend that left foot out behind you. Flex the toes. Find length here in the spine. Right arm reaches forward. Bird dog. Draw the belly in. No dip in the low back. We hold for 3 more breaths. And then slowly lowering down. Rising up to that position again, stepping your right foot in halfway this time. And guide with your left. So just finding those little bunny hops as if you're going up into your handstand. And maybe you do. Maybe tucking that right heel in to your butt cheek. 2 more times. And then slowly dropping down. Tabletop position. Extend the right leg behind you. Flex the foot. Dial the toes down. Try not to externally rotate that hip. Right arm reaches forward. Draw the belly in. Find the length here. Last one. Slowly release down. Lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Look to your thumbs top or take a walk to them. When you get there, inhale with a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hang on to your dumbbells and rise up to stand. Finding Vrksasana, tree pose on the left leg. Drawing the right leg, the right heel, up your calf or towards your inner thigh. So just opening up that right hip here. You can kickstand your toes and let that right foot rest on your ankle and bring that foot into your calf, or maybe bring that foot up into that inner thigh. And we'll see how we do overhead pressing on one leg, right? Bringing those arms up to that 90-degree bend, palms facing forward. Draw the breath in. And exhale, lift them overhead. Inhale, lowers down. Exhale, lift. Keep your glutes nice and tight here. Keep that left thigh pressing into your right foot if you have that foot up on that inner thigh. Inhale and exhale, 3 more. Last one. Bringing hands down by your sides. Pull that right knee in front of you to a 90-degree bend. Preparing for Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Arms still hang by your side. Hinge from your hips. And press that right foot towards the back of the room, flexing the toes, keeping them dialed down here. Draw the elbows up by your side, tricep kickbacks, inhaling breath, and then exhale, straighten the arms behind you. Inhale, bend them. Exhale, straighten, keep that right foot flexed. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Halfway there. Last 2. Last one. And then slowly lowering that right foot to the back of your mat. Virabhadrasana 2. Right foot is going to run parallel to the back of your mat. Left knee over that left ankle. Settle down in here. Arms stretch out. Palms are down. Left fingers forward, right fingers to the back of the leg. Inhaling breath. And as you exhale, let your right hand just take a slight trickle down your right leg. Left arm draws in and then reaches up. Don't reach your left arm overhead though in Peaceful Warrior. Just think about lifting it straight up. Inhaling breath draws you back down. And exhale for side angle, resting that left elbow on the inside of that left thigh. Inhale takes us back, Warrior 2. Stretch the arms out, flip that front palm. And then exhale as your right hand slowly lowers down behind you. Left arm moves up. Pressing into both feet here. Inhaling breath, Warrior 2. Take it to side angle from here this time. Lowering that left arm. Stay here. Concentration curl. Lift. Release. Draw in. Let it go. Last one. And then slowly releasing both dumbbells down here out to the right side of your mat. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand comes in front of that left foot. Right foot stays flexed, facing the right side of the room, and lift it up. Trying to stack that right hip over the left here. Soft bend in that left leg. Maybe you hover those left fingers off the mat. Maybe you bring that right knee into your, or that right foot into your glute, reach around and open it on the chest and shoulder a little more, pressing that foot into your hand. Release the foot if you have it, slowly lowering right foot towards the back, turning your left toes to face the right side of the room for goddess squat, picking up those dumbbells. So your feet are a little wider than Malasana, toes turned out, and bring your arms into your chest, palms facing each other. Inhaling breath, extend them out. Exhale, clutch them in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, clutch. Keep the elbows back. Two more. Last one. Slowly lowering those dumbbells down. Pivot and turn back to face the front of the room. Let your right foot step forward to meet the left and take that forward fold. Let it go. Inhale as you halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. And your next inhale, bring your dumbbells with you, rise all the way up to stand. Preparing for tree pose on that right side. Taking a sip of water here if you need. All right, we're working hard. All the way into that right foot this time. Left knee opens up. And walk that left foot up your calf. And bring it up into your inner thigh. This time when we overhead press, turn our palms so they're facing each other. Neutral grip. And you might have one side balance that's trickier than the other. That's okay. So let the elbows come down by your sides. Palms face each other, inhale, and then exhale, just press them up and overhead towards each other. Inhale down, exhale. Try not to lock those arms as you press up, but keep just a soft little bend. Better for your joints. Pressing that thigh into your foot, engaging that glute. Don't go soft on me. 3 more. Last one. And then slowly bringing those arms down by your side. Left knee comes out to lift in front. Virabhadrasana 3, hinging forward from the hips. Left foot presses towards the back of the room, keeping those hips squared here. This time we fly our arms out to the side. Inhale, and then exhale, open them. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift. Just trying to bring those arms out parallel to the mat, to your floor. Keeping that left foot nice and flexed. Squeeze your back. 3 more. And then slowly lowering that left foot to the back of the mat. Virabhadrasana 2. Left foot is facing the left side of the room. It's parallel to the back of your mat. Heels are aligned, right knee over that ankle. Bring those arms up. Warrior 2, go ahead and flip that front palm. Left hand takes a little walk down that left thigh as the right arm stretches straight up. Inhale, bring it back, Warrior 2, or excuse me, side angle, dropping that right elbow to the inside of that right thigh. Feel that thigh press into the elbow. Feel that connection in the inner thigh. Inhale, draws you back up. Warrior 2. Exhale, bring it in. Reverse your warrior. Just not stretching that arm overhead. Take it right into side angle this time. Or excuse me, back to Warrior 2. Now side angle. Any way you get there, it's okay. Inhaling breath and then exhale, curl it up. Elbow pressing into the thigh. Breathe. Just let your body be your guide here. You know what you need. Last one. And then slowly placing those dumbbells off the left side of your mat, or Ardha Chandrasana. On this side, pouring all the weight into the right foot. Left foot stays flexed towards the left side of the room. Right hand comes about 6 to 8 inches in front of that right foot. And left arm reaches up. Stacking left shoulder over right. You can draw left heel into your butt cheek as well. Maybe you reach around. Keep a soft micro bend in that right leg. Opening it up here. And keep your gaze where it's comfortable. If you have a hold of that foot, go ahead and release it. And then softly lowering down. Left foot towards the back of the mat. Finding a wide-legged forward fold here. So turning the right toes so they're parallel with the left. We're facing the left side of the room. Hands to your hips. Inhale with the flat back, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Pour the weight into the balls of your feet. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, forward fold. This time reach for the outer blades of your ankles, your feet. And draw the crown of the head down. Feel the stretch in the hamstring. Inhale as you rise up for goddess squat, finding those dumbbells. So turning the heels in just a little. Bring those arms up. We just hold them at our chest this time. So you have options. You can hold them right up on your shoulders or just clutch them together again. Holding them here. Lift that right heel off the mat. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, lift the left heel. And pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, lift both heels. And pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop both heels. Slowly lower the dumbbells. Straighten out those feet so they're running parallel again. Bend all the way into your left leg. Let the right foot flex, right leg stay straight. Skandasana. Feeling that stretch in that inner thigh and hamstring. Hands can come to the mat. They can stay at heart center. On an inhaling breath, rise up. Pour the weight into your right foot as you exhale. Lowering down. Let's take it one more each side. Inhale, rises up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rises us up. And then exhale, lowers us down. Rise up. Come all the way down onto your bottom here, facing that left side of the room. Another chance to get water. Can't have too much of that, right? We'll still need the dumbbells, so don't get rid of them. Keep them nearby. Straddle splits. You've got options here. You can take advantage of the forward fold, where you can work into those hip flexors by pressing in and raising your legs. So just finding that wide-legged seated forward fold here. Legs stretch out. Maybe you take advantage of this, just hinging from your hips, and find that forward fold. If you want to work your straddle splits, place your left hand just to the inside of that right thigh, right hand to the outside. Press in, see about lifting that right leg up. And breathe. And slowly lower. Find it on that other side. Right hand, inside of the left leg, left hand to the outside. And lift that left leg up. And breathe. And slowly lower down. We'll try it on the right side again. This time seeing if we can lift both of our legs up. And a lot of times, it's nice to use these dumbbells too. You can get that little neutral grip, so you're not pressing all that weight down into your hands. If you want to take your dumbbells, and you kind of have fists here, or you can use your fists just on the floor, pressing in, lift everything up. 3 more breaths. Last one. Slowly lower, then we just gotta do it on the other side. So shake it out, shake it out. And those of you in your forward fold, just keep inhaling and exhaling, letting it go. Do what feels good. Last round here, those of you with the straddle splits, press in and lift everything. Two more breaths. And then slowly lowering down. We all shake it out here. Keeping those dumbbells for zombie sit-ups. So just swinging those legs around. Face the front of the room here. We'll lower down all the way to our backs, taking those dumbbells with us, preparing for floor work. Zombie sit-ups will be first. So we want to have those dumbbells in our hands and arms always facing up towards the ceiling. So just slow and control coming down. Come to your forearms first if you need to. Legs stay straight and arms reach up. Never stretching overhead, so just keep the arms right over those shoulders. Draw your breath in and let it go. On the next inhale, sit it all the way up and reach the arms to the ceiling. Draw it in. And then exhale. Scoop the belly under, squeeze, lower with control. Inhale, sit to sculpt. Exhale, we lower down. And again. Sitting up nice and tall when you come up. 5 more. Last 2. And slowly lowering. Bring those arms down by your side. Bridge work. Bend the legs. Press the bottoms of your feet into the mat. Keep your knees over the ankles. Your feet are about in line with your hips. We'll work on bridge and dumbbell extensions, so little triceps and glutes here. You're welcome to alternate each time you press up. You raise the dumbbells, you raise your hips, you're allowed to raise one leg at a time. So I'll show you that way. You can leave out the leg lift and just work the bridge and the tricep extension. So you want to start with those arms bent about 90 degrees. Elbows right over the shoulders. Make sure they're not in front or out to the side. So the dumbbells are above the floor a few inches. Draw your breath in and then press them up, straighten as you lift your hips. Finding the bridge. Inhale, slowly lower. We'll do one more just like that. Exhale, press. And then I'll add in the little leg lifts. So if you want to do the leg lifts, just bring your feet so they're almost right next to each other. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So you just kick that one leg up. Inhale, lower, hips hover, dumbbells hover. Exhale, lift. Inhale. And exhale. It's a lot to think about, I know. Try not to arch that back when you lower your hips, but think about tailbone staying tucked under. We've got 3 more reps. Last 2. And slowly lowering it down. This time leaving out the tricep press. You have the option to place your dumbbells right on your lap to use it for more work on your bridge, on your glutes. So you can just lay those right on your lap. Pressing through the feet, draw your breath in, and then exhale, lift it up. Staying here in the bridge. And slowly lowering down to a hover. And raising it back up. Lowering to a hover. And exhale, raise. Get that squeeze at the top, don't rush to it. Five more, slow and steady. And then slowly lowering it down. Releasing those dumbbells. Draw your knees into your chest and get them just a little bit up. Extending those legs up overhead. Touch your pinky toe on the left leg with your right hand. Crunch up. Reach. Bring it down. Other side. Left hand. Right pinky toe. Slow and steady. Squeeze your belly. Keep those shoulders lifted off the floor. And if you don't reach your toes, we're all made differently. I've got short legs. So it's not hard for me to get them. But if you've got long legs, just reaching as high as you can, keeping that belly tight. 2 more each way. Last one. And then slowly dropping back down. Taking a couple easy rolls. And then crossing the ankles when you get up. Coming to that tabletop position. Inhale as you stretch the right arm up and overhead. Open it up. And then thread the needle. Let that right hand take a little walk through. Top of the right hand on the mat. Left hand can stay here as your right temple plants. Or your left fingers can take a walk forward. Just finding a stretch here in that shoulder. Walk your left hand back in if you had it lifted. And then let the right arm stretch up one more time. Preparing for that other side. Left arm stretches up. Thread the needle through. Back of the left hand on the mat. Left temple planks. Right arm can walk forward. Your right hand walk forward, bring it back in, place it under your face, and let the left arm stretch up. Bring it down. Coming all the way down to your belly here. Bring the arms in front, press your elbows into the mat, walk them forward as much as you can. Bring your palms to touch, and then stretch those thumbs back behind the nape of your neck. You want to feel a stretch in the triceps, in the back of the arms. So pressing those elbows in. One more breath. And then slowly reaching out, bring those arms by your side, palms facing down. Let your hands take a little walk so they're actually underneath your thighs. Feel that stretch in the biceps and the forearms. So press your thighs into those hands. Last breath in. And then slowly lowering it out. Pigeon pose on the left. Press into your hands. Press into the tops of your feet. Left knee to your left wrist. Left foot to your right wrist. Walking it back with that right leg. Maybe lift up and then lower down. If your shin is running parallel to the top of your mat, flex that left foot. If not, just point the toes a little. Try to find a straight line from your left big toe to your left knee. You can always do this lying on your back as well, crossing that left foot over the top of your right thigh. One more breath in. Roll over onto that left hip. Nice and careful. And then cross that right leg. So the right foot's going to come on top of the left knee. Use a block here under your right knee, but your right knee is right above the left foot. So flexing both of them here nice and strong. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe this is enough of a stretch for you. If not, you can walk those fingers forward to really feeling it up in those hips. Keeping those feet flexed nice and strong here. And then slowly walking it back. Finding pigeon pose on the right side. So letting the left foot come behind you. And then settling down a hip under your block. A block under your hip is always nice here. So on that right side, if you want to place a block right underneath it. Two more breaths. And then slowly releasing out of it onto that right hip. Just let your left foot come around and stack on top of the right. flexing the toes. One side might be tighter than the other. Try to get those shins to stack here. Keep the feet nice and flexed. And then do what feels good. As good as a deep hip stretch can feel, right? And then slowly reclining all the way down to your back. We're almost there, preparing for happy baby. So as you recline all the way onto your back, bend your knees, draw them in towards your shoulders. You can reach around for the backs of your legs here. Maybe a little rocking side to side. Just keep your hips grounded. And then if you want to reach for the bottoms of your feet, you can. Pressing the feet into your hands and pulling down the hands into the feet. So it's like a push-pull here. We're keeping the hips down, keeping the back nice and flat. Two more breaths. And then slowly releasing. Bending the legs about 90 degrees, knees over hips. Take a little scoop to the right side. Stretch your arms out so they're parallel with your shoulders. The elbows are in line with the shoulders. And then slowly lowering the legs over to the left side of the room. Feeling that spinal stretch. You can extend that top right leg. Maybe hold on to your toes with your left hand. Gaze can look over right shoulder. Just keep that right shoulder down. Last breath, and if you have it with the toes, release it. Draw the knees back to center. Take a little scoot to your left, and then find your knees falling on your exhale to the right side. Gaze can look over left shoulder, just keeping that left hip down. If you extended that foot on the other side, you want to do it here. Maybe hold on to those toes with your right hand. Release the foot if you have it. Draw knees back to center. Final Savasana. Extend those legs out. You guys made it. You're there. Relax. Stay as long as you wish. I thank you for joining me for your yoga practice today. Iron flow. Feeling strong. Feeling good. Feeling flexible. Namaste, yogis.